Hello. Aaron here from the Silmarillion Symphony, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about. I have a new album coming out in a couple of weeks. At the beginning of this year, I had set out to complete a variety of musical tasks, a few films, a short, TV show, some gigs, whatever else. And of course, I wanted to get something done that was Silmarillion related. And I had no idea that it would pan out the way that it did. Typically with the Silmarillion Symphony, what I've tried to do is stay very specifically in the symphonic realm with a full orchestra, full strings, full brass, full winds, percussion, the whole 9 yards. And this time around, it didn't work out quite that way. And I'm actually really excited about that. It gave me the opportunity to write something a little bit smaller scale, a little bit more chamber. A lot of the work that I've done in the last couple of years with music has, yes, it's been a little bit epic, but at the same time, there's been a large chamber and almost a folksy element to it. And this album gave me a chance to do this. Now, let me drop into the actual content of it. If you're familiar with the Silmarillion at all, you know that Tolkien has made a bunch of different characters. And it would be really, it would take a lifetime to really exhaust character sketches of every single character that he names in these books. I don't know the number off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody has figured it out. But at any rate, one of the important characters from the first age for me, and I think for the entire Legendarium, is Finrod. And if you've followed any of the social media around the Lord of the Rings series, apparently Finrod makes an appearance, which is kind of awesome. I wasn't expecting that. That could be just Amazon doing a little bit of misinformation to throw people off the scent, keep a really tight, wall of secrecy around their plot lines, and I don't blame them. But Finrod's a really interesting character to me. He was a secretive guy himself, building hidden fortresses in Middle-earth and stuff like that. And also, he was the first of the Noldorin elves to meet men. And thus, he is called the Friend of Men. And so, some of the work kind of revolves around that, that sort of motif and his interactions with certain people from the race of men or humans, if you like. And I'm really excited about that. And they examined some really interesting philosophical stuff, too, around life and death and what it means for an elf to die, what it means for a man to die. What does that all mean? Does death mean anything to elves because they just regenerate in Valinor or whatever? So there's a lot in there about that, and I'm really excited about that part. This isn't an exhaustive album on Finrod, but it is a substantial one. And of course, if you're familiar with some of my earlier works, I have done work on Beren and Luthien as well, and Finrod features there, of course, if you're familiar with the story. But I'm very excited for this album. Again, it's coming out in 2 weeks. Keep your eyes peeled on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you follow me. I'll be releasing this through your favorite streaming services. It will also be available through Bandcamp, and I get quite a improved cut compared to streaming. Of course, if you're streaming, go ahead and stream. I'd prefer you just listen to my music, honestly, but if it's down to bottom line, please buy the Bandcamp. Check that out. I'm just really excited to share this with you all. It's been a while since I've done a Silmarillion Symphony album. I know if you've tracked with me a little bit the last few years, I've had a few spots here, a few spots there, where I've done 1 or 2 pieces, or maybe 3 pieces, with a full orchestra. That stuff's been a lot of fun. This one was a completely new challenge, and I'm really excited for this. So thank you very much for watching, and keep your eyes peeled the next couple weeks, and you might just find a great Christmas gift for the Tolkien person in your family. I'm the one in mine, but every family's got to have at least one. So so I hope you all enjoy the album, and keep your eyes peeled, and we'll have a release soon. Thanks very much.